Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel again. It's me, Danny of Danny's Mobile Welding, and today I wanted to make a video about what you're gonna need minimum to go into the field and start this mobile welding business. You don't need everything that I'm listing, but it is gonna make your job easier, so I'll leave links to these products in the description. Check them out. I'm also going to leave a link in the description for a video that I'm going to be putting out on how to actually start the mobile welding business, as in going through the process of the LLC, opening up bank accounts, insurance, and all that kind of stuff. I'll try to make a video on that right after this one. So first of all, I just want to say congratulations, because it's a very rewarding trade and you're on the right path. Stick to it and you're gonna reap the rewards, but it is gonna be difficult in the beginning getting set up. You might not have funds. You might be like me and not have the fundages to get everything. I started small, believe it or not. This is me a year in right now. What I'm going to be showing you, I'm literally about a year in the business, and I really haven't paid myself yet. To be honest, I've paid myself $400 in a year. In the meantime, I rapidly been putting money back into the business to upgrade, get tools, all that, survive basically. So anyway, without further ado, let me show you what we got. This is probably one of my most favorite machines. Honestly, I slept on this machine. I did. I'm not gonna lie. This machine I thought wasn't gonna do the job, but it ended up doing a lot better than what I thought. Say hello to the Vulcan Omnipro 220. I got it last year for about $1,000, like $1,000 or $1,100 or something, with the insurance plan and all that. You definitely need a wire feed machine, or a multi-process machine, I mean, because you're going to be working on a lot of crazy things. I get a lot of automobile projects, and those are difficult, man, because they're usually eaten up by rust. I live in New England, so these things get chewed up by the salt up here on the roads. MIG welding to me is a better process to use with automobiles, because first of all, the gun is easier to get that gun into tight spots, and you have that ability to extend the wire out a little bit, where unlike stick welding, you're gonna have to bend the rod, bend the flux around a corner and whatnot, which sometimes it might be easier to do it that way, to be honest with you, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're gonna need to manipulate the heat a certain way to manipulate the metal and the weld pool, so you might have to do a pulse on the MIG gun, you know what I'm saying, to kind of close up a gap that you can't put constant heat on. You definitely want to have something versatile, so the Omnipro 220 is what I recommend, because it's cheap. The parts are decently available for them. I'm gonna say decently because I did try to get like one of those small retaining nuts for the 12-pound spool, and it's nowhere to be found. Your best bet to get that is to talk to your manager at your local Harbor Freight and have them give you like the part from the floor model. That's the best way to go about it, because that part was like, you couldn't find it. Other than that, the Omnipro 220 is pretty good. It welds 1/4 inch with no problem. But here's the kicker. You gotta have this thing on 240. You can't have this thing running on 110. It's just not, I mean, for small thin metal, maybe, yeah, but if you have the 240 available, then you might as well go with that. Which brings me to the next machine that we're gonna need. To power everything, you're gonna need a generator. Now, I started off with a camping Coleman 5,000 watt generator. It was nothing crazy. it didn't really do the job. Not for 1/4 inch. So I ended up finding this puppy right here. A Welding Power AC/DC. This is a 1980s model, but you know what? One thing I can say about this thing is that it starts every time. It has never done me wrong. It has never gave me an issue, never leaked, never. This thing is solid. This is a solid machine. It has the 230 volt AC, 15 amps each. I made a cable to fit that and the back of my welder so that I can, you know what I'm saying, have this thing run it. It runs it pretty good. I believe this is 6,000 watts. 6,000, yeah, 6,000 watts or something like that. Definitely a good machine to have power your stuff. It also powers you know, all my grinders and my battery chargers and whatnot. All right, after that, you're gonna need simple hand tools. That's just, there's no way around it. This is honestly well, I haven't organized my toolboxes, so what you see is what you get. But you know, you're gonna need your vice grips, your wrenches, clamps, what else do I got in here? Pliers, little pry bar things, screwdrivers and whatnot. Let's see what's in here. You're gonna need your torpedo levels, magnets, extra parts. Definitely need this this thing for when your grinder gets stuck. These are my buddies right here. You already know what these are. Hammer. My tools are scattered, honestly. I should have probably cleaned this up before I showed you guys. Speed square, another square, angle finders, clamps, vice grip clamps of all sizes. Oh man, a lot of this stuff is Harbor Freight, but for the price, you know, you can't really go wrong with Harbor Freight. It's just quality isn't always the best. But as far as hand tool goes, the reason why I get Harbor Freight hand tools is because, you know, for the most part, they're guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Easy replacement. Of course, you're gonna need your hammers, pry bars, tape measures, you know, stuff you're gonna need to work. Typical stuff I shouldn't have to mention. You're gonna need cutting tools. That's one thing that's crucial. You're gonna need a way to weld, a way to measure, and a way to cut. So I got a little Hercules angle grinder. I beat the snot out of my angle grinder, so, but I do respect them. But I got a Hercules because it's just cheap and readily available. I can't really justify getting a Makita grinder. I mean, I could, but you know, for the price, not really. I got this Makita. This is a Makita fucking, what do you call this thing? It's a Makita saw. Anyway, it's a metal cutting saw. It's specifically made for metal. It has this metal catch where you can get all the filings so they don't get on you. It actually cuts pretty good. It can cut up to 1/2 inch slowly. You gotta cut slow with it, but it cuts 1/2 inch. You know, use your WD-40 or drilling fluid or cutting fluid or whatever you want to use. But it's definitely a really good saw. It saves you a lot of times. The cuts are clean, they're straight, and they're virtually burr free if you do it right. Angle grinder, like I said, angle grinder is used for cutting as well and grinding things down. I also have this kit that I got from Harbor Freight. It's like a Pelican case, but I forget what theirs is called. I also put all my, you know, grinding tools and stuff, grinding accessories, the grinding locking nuts, maybe some welding tools as well. Anyway, something like this is what you need to get started. You need a welder, you need your hand tools, and you need a way to cut. Cut, fuse, measure. Cut, measure, fuse, in whatever order you want. Definitely measure twice, cut once. All this is irrelevant unless you have something to carry it with, right? So here we go. This is what I chose. I chose the 7.3 liter turbo diesel Ford Power Stroke. Why did I choose the Power Stroke? Well, I had an early 99 7.3 liter, and that was the first truck that I started with, and it did me right. It did me right, and it was very capable. It did have some issues, and all in all, it was just better to just get a whole nother truck than to repair it. So here I am. I got it again. I was very comfortable with the truck. I was familiar with it. One reason why I got this truck is not just because it has the service body on it, not just because it's a dually, but these are all a plus. Not because it's a 4x4 dually, which is awesome, but for the obvious reason that you look the part, and that shows a lot. That honestly goes a long way. If you show up to someone's work site in like a Honda Civic and you're pulling out tools, it's not gonna be the same as if you pull up in a welding rig that's dedicated for this. The neighbor of that gentleman that you came to work on, he's gonna see, he might need something done, and he's gonna see that welding truck, and he's gonna be like, all right, that's the guy I want. That's the guy I want. Or the customer, when you pull up, he might not feel as confident. He might not feel secure with you working on his equipment looking like this. You know what I'm saying? It's a easy giveaway that you're in the starting phase. So try to look the part is definitely one way you want to go. So not only do I look the part, but I am the part. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm familiar with the truck. I invested a lot into this trade, knowledge wise. I'm always looking for the newest welding product, newest techniques. If I don't know something, I do want to learn it. So I spend a lot of time on YouTube looking up you guys that are have the mobile welding YouTube channels. You guys are probably watching me right now, and I appreciate that. That's awesome. And if you guys know something that I don't, please feel free to let me know. Just know that I was watching you guys, and you guys inspired me. So I'm gonna return the favor. So feel free to follow my journey. Let me know how I can improve my content. I know my video editing skills aren't the best. I think I already talked about this. I'm a welder. That's all I want to do. I don't want to spend time here editing videos all day. So, but I am gradually getting into it. I'm getting better at it. So, bear with me. My content will get better. I promise. Much love, and like and subscribe. And if you guys have any questions or you want to see me make any different videos, please feel free to comment. I don't get a lot of comments. I'm not popular, so I will respond, and I will appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.